When it comes to wacky foreign video games, there's one country that's clearly head and shoulders above the rest. The French.
Unfortunately, we couldn't find any, so we just threw a bunch of Japanese games together instead.
Hi, I'm Wez.
And I'm Larry. And we're also proud to announce that this is the only show on British television to be endorsed by world-renowned internet gaming celebrity, It's My Yard.
Hi, It's My Yard endorsed this show. What show? You haven't even given me the title of it.
Why did you get him on? I told you I didn't want him. And we welcome you to Wez and Larry's Top 10 Wacky Japanese Games.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, it's now time for Wez and Larry's Top 10 Wacky Japanese Games.
Whilst us Westerners use games to fantasise about becoming Spartan warriors and destroying infidel Covenant scum, Japanese gamers are a little bit more down to earth with their fantasies, by pretending that they're train drivers.
It's admirable that they wish to achieve such a humble job. You can't but help think why. So it comes as no surprise that our first title on the list is a train simulator, more specifically Railfan for PlayStation 3.
An extremely popular genre in Japan, we chose Railfan just because it looks so stunning. It's like the most realistic graphics you've ever seen for a video game. But then it turns out to be FMV.
Yes, so the most popular train sim currently available is a full-motion video game. It's 2007 and the Japanese are getting their rocks off a Night Trap.
Do you reckon this game is so realistic that they can go on strike if they leave their joypad alone for 2 weeks? Or the game suddenly starts to crash because there's leaves on the console? Or better yet, it's so realistic, Phil Collins makes you put the emergency brakes on your house, robs your stuff, and then flies off to Mexico.
And what's the closest thing us Brits have to this? Well, it's Thomas the Tank Engine, said Thomas. The Japanese really do love their train sims, and so this one arrives late on Platform 10.
The next contender on our list is a relatively unheard of bio-miracle Bakuti what? I can't even... The next contender on our list is a relatively unheard of bio-miracle Bakute Oopa, which literally means bio-miracle baby Oopa. Worth the translation, huh?
In the game you play as some cake-loving tyke who crawls into action to save his magical kingdom, armed with his almighty red rattle of justice. You're the last hope too, as all the other babies have been kidnapped. And something happened to the adults too, but we don't know what. Something about life force. Maybe they're dead.
Not that they're that responsible anyhow, letting their babies run around a land full of cake.
He's got an awesome power-up too. He gets high on cake. All this sugar. Maybe he's the young Captain Novelin before he got his, powers.
This game was turned down for release in the States. No, it's not because they hate babies. It's that they apparently didn't think it was good enough to be released. Though many think it's more a case they didn't want a game to rival Mario.
Better not introduce him to Sonic then.
But it did come out through some unscrupulous fellows through piracy carts under the name Mario Baby.
So what's it got to do with Mario?
Nothing. They were just cashing in on the name. Well, obviously you can't sue a baby for copyright infringement. And anyway, if Mario's a baby, surely he'd have a moustache.
A baby with a moustache?
Well, if he was Italian he would.
Anyway, this game crawls its way into number 9.
What?
Now this is one game you'll be itching to play when we've told you about it. Get it? Get it?
Well.
Released on the PS2 is Mr. Mosquito, where, as a mosquito, you fly around trying to suck up enough blood so you can survive the long winter ahead.
You'll prey as the Yamada family, happily going around their business. You come flying along, stick your big nose in and collect some juice.
You got to make sure you're careful though, as otherwise if they catch you, they'll try and squish you like the bug you are.
You can pick any part of the flesh you want, fly down and stick your thing in and try and suck up as much blood as you can.
Just make sure you're not too greedy though, otherwise you're going to get caught.
Oh dear.
And as you progress through the game, you get to stick it in numerous members of the Yamada family. But don't feel bad, you just need their blood to survive.
So next time some mosquito comes flying in, sits down on your leg and starts taking a lengthy drink, think of old Mr. Mosquito and squash the little buzzer.
This game is an awesome wacky title which flies in at number 8.
How was it the first time? I hope you enjoyed your first blood suck.
Quite possibly one of the most well-known old-school wacky Japanese games on our list, Legend of the Mystical Ninja, or Ganbare Goemon to give the series its correct name, was a game best known in the West from the early Super Nintendo years.
Loosely based on the legend of the Japanese Robin Hood-like character Ishikawa Goemon, Legend of the Mystical Ninja stars a gang of ragtag outlaws ran by Goemon, his effeminate fat mate Ebisumaru, the girl ninja Yae, and robot ninja Sasuke, who looks like the bizarre love child of Pinocchio and Professor Yaffle.
The usual story behind each of the games is the good old princess had been kidnapped, blah blah blah. Goemon and his mates trek through Japan in order to rescue her. So nothing cliché or anything.
The games are usually best described as a platform RPG, with various bonus elements of gaining extra money and experience by entering quiz game shows and arcades. This would be perfectly normal if it wasn't for the fact this game is set in feudal Japan. But that's the thing about this game, it's got a great sense of humour, especially Goemon. He's a funny guy.
He isn't funny. He looks funny, but he isn't funny. He looks like that weird uncle you see at family get-togethers that your mum doesn't like you to spend time with. Plus, none of that explains where he gets his blue hair dye from. Or Brill cream for that matter.
Although he reached a cult status to the point he actually got his own anime series, Goemon's not been seen since his Japanese-only 2005 DS release, which is a shame, as we could all do with some crazy ninja Robin Hood action once in a while.
And so he karate chops his way in at number 7. I hate Goemon. I hate that character. Bluehead freak.
What is it with the Japanese and having penguins as mascots in the 80s? There's this, Pengo, Penguin Land,
3, Larry. 3. Not exactly a torrent of penguins, is it? But it is our next game on the list. Yume Penguin Monogatari, or Penguin Dream Story to us Western fellows.
You play as Penta, an obese penguin who's about to get dumped by his girlfriend for being such a porker. She's even got another bloke on the go, so you think it would encourage him to buck his ideas up. You'd have thought so, but he couldn't care less. He seems far too busy stuffing his face to give a darn.
So he's got some shallow bird, no pun intended, who has a fetish for penguins that wear shades and top hats. So remember that, guys. If you're ever after some action, top hats and sunglasses where it's at. Well, if you're after some penguin action anyway.
But be warned, he's an evil top hat wearing shaded penguin, and when he's not enjoying fish with your girlfriend, he's out getting his minions to constantly shoot food in your flabby face and end any chance of you two getting back together.
And don't think your girlfriend is that innocent either. She sets incredibly difficult weight loss goals to the end of each level, and if you're a gram over, it's Dumpsville, baby. Population, you.
Only the Japanese could come up with a game about a lovelorn overweight penguin, and such a bizarre game definitely isn't too fishy for our 6th position, even though they're birds. Hello and welcome to the Ad Break Questionarium. See if you can use your video gaming vision to guess which game we're playing here. Enjoy these adverts and we'll give you the answer after the break.